Não terminou. Escolhido como estava escolhido. Mentira.
The hell you saying?
O quê? Como é que isso aí?
Uh-oh.
Cara, que tá certo. Eu sei que tá pessoa. Todos vocês ficarem passando de anos no sol.
Now then.
The hell you saying?
A gente não sabe.
Another shocking truth revealed.
Back to square one.
Square one? If Square won, they wouldn't have got eaten by the competition. After that terrible movie, they had no other choice. Wow! What does that mean?
Shut.
Right now, you're on the threshold of an amazing adventure. Showtime. 1, 2, 1, 2. All that remains of a once powerful Showtime. Right now, threshold of an amazing adventure. Showtime.
It means he doesn't want to get involved in another pointless argument. Like this one.
We shouldn't listen to anything Maki says. She's just gonna throw out more lies.
But if we don't ask her for more details, how will we know for sure?
I told you already, we don't need to. I hate liars. Liar, liar, pants on fire.
You're one to talk. Maki, just ignore that lying little degenerate. We'll listen to what you have to say.
It must have been a little after midnight last night. He visited me at my research lab. He wanted me to show him the motive video that I received.
Motive video?
If Ryoma came to ask about that, does that mean you had his motive video?
As I recall, Ryoma had Maki's motive video, correct? Does this mean you and Ryoma received one another's motive video? Maybe. I actually didn't check the one I got, so I wouldn't know.
Maki admitted earlier that she hadn't checked her Cubs pad.
Then why did Ryoma think that Maki had his motive video?
If he went around asking at random, he might have asked some people besides Maki.
He never asked me. He probably never asked you guys either, right?
Then, who was it that told Ryoma about his Cubs pad?
Quem falou pro Ryoma que a Maki tinha o vídeo de motivador dele? Tinha que ser alguém que sabia quem tinha cada pad. O Kit.
It's you! That would be Kokichi.
Cadê os pads? Temos que pegar. Eu tenho até os pads das pessoas que não estão aqui. Agora todo mundo pode ver o próprio vídeo motivador.
So, you saw the motive videos. Did you tell Ryoma that Maki had his?
When males get this quiet, they're either caught in a lie or thinking dirty thoughts.
What happened then, Maki? After Ryoma asked you for his motive video.
I told Ryoma just to take it from my room. I keep my room unlocked.
Wow, Maki, that's super careless.
É
I'm
mesmo.
scared someone might kill you in your sleep.
Boa sorte. Tem que matar a Maki.
And then what happened?
I don't know what happened after that. I'm not even sure if he saw his motive video. When he asked me, he said that he would show me my motive video in return. But I wasn't interested, so I declined. And that's pretty much it.
So you don't even know if Ryoma saw his motive video? What a bunch of crap.
If Maki met with Ryoma at nighttime, that proves he was still alive then. Which means, even though we don't have alibis from 8 to 10, Maki and me aren't suspects.
If that story is true.
It's true.
Claro,
Then
claro,
why
essa
did you wait until
palavra.
now to bring that
Essa
up?
palavra é super uma prova.
I didn't say anything until now because I wasn't in the mood to be suspected.
Suspected? What for?
Oh, burrinho.
Kirumi said it earlier. It seems that Ryoma and I had each other's motive videos. That's pretty fishy, right? So I didn't want to mention it to avoid suspicion.
You didn't say anything because you weren't in the mood?
It is quite selfish to keep this information hidden because you were not in the mood.
Well, whatever. Either way, let's just believe Maki.
Você quer muito acreditar nela.
Yes, yes! Those who believe shall be saved!
E não você
No,
está
we
de
need to
biquíni.
wait. There is still more to confirm.
Well then, why don't we ask Kokichi?
Huh? What now?
You never answered my question.
Achou que ia escapar, safado.
Were you the one who told Ryoma that Maki had his motive video?
Is that really important?
Não, imagina.
Yes, it is important. Because if Kokichi told Ryoma, it becomes more likely that Ryoma visited Maki during nighttime.
I see. Kokichi's response may help corroborate Maki's testimony.
Now you understand why I don't want your charade. I want the truth.
Well, Kokichi, did you tell Ryoma?
Ele vai falar, talvez.
You said it earlier. I don't want to die, right? If you really don't want to die, then you better tell us the truth.
Here comes the dramatic turnabout. Now I'm the one pressured by Maki. Okay, it's true. I told Ryoma.
Just as I thought.
Safado.
But that's not a bad thing, right? He wanted to know, so I told him.
Have you seen everyone's motive video?
No, not yet. I was gonna wait until we hosted like a movie screening party. I just checked who had whose so I could give them back to everyone after.
I see.
Anyway, if Kokichi told Ryoma that, then he must have gone to see Maki. That means Maki's telling the truth. Ryoma was alive during nighttime.
No, we cannot be too sure about that yet. Even if Ryoma and Maki did meet, it does not mean it was during nighttime yesterday.
So you still suspect me?
Talvez.
I am saying it could still be a possibility. If there is still a small chance of you being the culprit, then I cannot trust you entirely. Because everyone's lives are at stake.
Nossa, foi muito Kirumi.
Then which is it? A lie or not lie?
É muito
She's
Kirumi.
not lying. Can't you tell just by looking at her?
If it was that easy, we'd be done by now. No. This is a world of lies and betrayal.
Ô, amiga, você tá bem?
Himiko! It breaks my heart to hear you say depressing things!
I find Maki's testimony suspicious. It's far too convenient for her.
This is difficult to determine.
Maki is lying. Like I said before, a liar like me knows their own kind.
I'm not lying. I did meet up with Ryoma during nighttime. I'm telling the truth.
Você só tem essa palavra, querida. Por enquanto. É uma mentira ou uma verdade? Esse momento decisivo, isso vai mudar o caso inteiro. E eu disse que ia confiar no Kaito, isso significa confiar na Maki. E isso significa que eu tenho que fazer isso. Eu preciso que todo mundo esteja na mesma página. Eu preciso mudar o rumo desse debate qual a Kaede fez. Ah, eu vou ter que mentir. Eu vou ter que mentir muito, né? Maki sozinha. Calma que é Maki sozinha. Eu vou ter que mentir. Ops, eu tenho que fazer isso. Eu tenho que fazer isso no testemunho. Não.
Surely they would have come forward already.
If no one can prove that this means... Then there is no reason to believe your testimony, I'm afraid.
As expected, Maki is lying to us. If you can't prove your claim, then it's the same as an outright lie!
Pode ser que vocês se encontraram uma mentira muito óbvia. Você conversar que eles que Max se encontrou com alguém.
I met with Ryoma the previous night.
Mentiroso do caralho.
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
Yes, I didn't meet with anyone else.
Did anyone see those two together?
Surely they would have come forward already.
Esses dois ninguém
If
viu.
no one can prove... Then there
Não
is
é
no reason to
possível.
believe your testimony, I'm afraid.
As expected, Maki is lying to us. If you can't prove your claim, then it's the same as an outright lie! I met with Ryoma the previous night. What a crap! Maki only see Ryoma at night? Yes, I didn't meet with anyone else. Did anyone see those two together?
Surely they would have come forward already.
If no one can prove... Place.
I'll reveal the truth.
Ele falou, vou revelar a verdade, contando uma mentira.
To prove they met, but I can prove Maki wasn't alone.
Maki, não seja suspeita.
Explain.
Maki, não seja suspeita.
Well, Kaito and I train together every night.
Kaito, não seja
And
suspeito.
yesterday, because of the insect meet and greet,
Por favor, ninguém contradiga a minha mentira. Porra, Kaito.
Kaito, don't worry. You don't have to say anything. Anyway, we were doing some frog squats on the school stairs when we heard two people talking.
Kaito, por favor, cala a boca.
We knew one of them was Maki, but we couldn't pick out the other one. But now that I think about it, it must have been Ryoma.
What?
Yeah, maybe. That was probably around midnight.
Maki, não seja suspeita.
If you heard their voices, then that means...
Só cala a boquinha, Maki.
Ryoma and Maki did meet up.
No, hold up! Why'd you sit on that info for so long?
Porque eu estava mentindo.
Because until just now, I didn't think it was relevant. I had no reason to bring it up.
Now, we don't know if Maki was really talking to Ryoma, right?
Quem mais ela estaria
That's
falando?
true. If I knew for certain, I would have said so sooner. But considering the circumstances, I can't imagine it being anyone but Ryoma.
Que
None of us were
circunstâncias?
talking to Maki last night,
Ah,
correct?
tá.
So it must have been him.
And nobody say you suddenly remember talking to Maki. It's way too late for that.
And you two did not confirm who Maki was talking to at the time? If I overheard a conversation in the middle of the night, I surely would have checked.
Porque você é suspeita, amiga.
We are still part of a killing game after all.
Whoa, chill out. Why the scary face? That was my bad, but it's not really manly to eavesdrop, you know? I wouldn't do something so uncool.
Anyway, I know that we heard those voices. Maki is not lying.
Then Gonta will believe friends.
Que ingênuo.
Gonna believe him? Just like that?
Cadê o Coquete pra falar que eu tô mentindo?
Shuichi has no reason to lie.
Yes. If his lie leads us to the wrong culprit, he will join us in eternal sleep. Unless he wishes for death, we should be able to believe him.
Por que a boca dele é tapada?
You can believe me.
Yeah, you're right. I'll believe him too.
Vamos dividir as pessoas também.
Shall set you free.
I'd be so surprised if Shuichi was a liar, especially after we believed him for so long. We wouldn't be able to trust anyone anymore. Well, it's not like he's lying anyway.
Coquete é muito bom. Ele sabe que é mentira.
That proves it then. Ryoma was still alive during nighttime. In other words, me and Maki aren't suspects anymore.
But I guess that means everyone's alibis no longer matter, yes?
So, everyone is culprit again?
So, we're right back where we started. What a pain.
However, it should be clear now that the crime occurred after nighttime began.
O que é muito importante.
But then when was Ryoma's body placed inside the piranha tank?
Well, the gym is locked at nighttime, so it must have been the next morning, but...
Tacaram o corpo dele pela piscina e levaram pela janela do ginásio.
So did we fuck up by thinking the body got stuffed into the piranha tank?
I don't think so. We have evidence to prove that's what happened.
Temo?
Then when did the culprit throw the body into the piranha tank?
Quando o corpo do Ryoma foi colocado no tanque de piranhas. Max estava com o Ryoma perto da meia-noite, então não pode ter sido antes do horário noturno. Esse não pode ter sido na manhã seguinte, isso sobra...
The only time they could have done it was during nighttime, huh?
Me cortou, vagabundo.
Did you forget the gym's not open at nighttime, dick cheese?
Oh, querida. Oh, amigo.
Dick cheese?
But that's the only possibility, because by morning we were already at the gym.
E quem prova isso?
Maybe possible they slipped by without you noticing.
Nossa, meio difícil botar um corpo no tanque.
No one can slip by me. I'm known far and wide as the snoozing sorceress.
Isso não é muito bom.
What a terrible title for a guard.
Oh.
Are you positive that you did not see it? You cannot enter the gym at nighttime.
Himiko would have seen it. She might strike out, but she always keeps her eye on the ball. I don't even play baseball.
But
Jacket
we
of
can't disobey
baseball.
school rules, right? The body was probably moved in the morning.
Não, acho que foi.
Calm down, everyone! Gonta sure if we discuss disagreement.
I see through your arguments. Disagreement? What? A disagreement? You mean you're split down the middle again? Then the Ultimate Academy is proud to present its very own more phenomenal trial ground.
More phenomenal.
Yippee!
Yippee!
For this.
Agora que eu vi que o mono azul tá com um trequinho de morte. Parece que as nossas opiniões são divididas. Mas se focarmos nas provas, os fatos vão ficar claros. Bom, o que eu tenho que fazer é mostrar pra eles e fazer eles aceitarem. Se não precisar eles verem a verdade agora, minha mentira vai ter sido pra nada. Eu não vou falhar. Ah, vai ter toda a cena de novo. A gente já viu uma vez o Monokuma. quadros dos mortos. Quando o corpo foi posto na manhã seguinte, no horário noturno. Claro que o Kokichi discorda de mim.
Is it not
Opa.
possible you simply missed the culprit? Kimiko!
You were right in front of the door. There's no way we could have missed them.
Remember, the rules state that you can't enter the gym at night.
Kaito!
Rules probably don't apply to corpses, you know.
The piranha tank is too far from the gym's entrance.
I've got this!
You might be able to reach the tank from the window above the stage.
But pool next to gym also off limits at night.
Maki!
Entering the pool at night's what's off limits, not the pool area itself.
But should we trust Maki's testimony in the first...
Tenko!
It's okay, because we have Shuichi's testimony too.
Did the culprit move the body just before the morning announcement? Did the culprit move the body just before the morning announcement?
Angie!
I was in front of the gym with the others, before the announcement.
Is it not possible?
Kaito!
Ai,
Rules probably don't
Apply to corpses, you know.
eu fiz errado.
The piranha tank is too far from the gym's entrance. But pool next to gym also off limits at night. But should we trust Maki's testimony in the first place?
Is it not possible?
Did the culprit move the body just before the morning announcement?
Angie!
I was in
Não
front of the
vira o
gym with the
próximo.
others, before the announcement.
Is it not possible you simply... Kimiko!
You were right in front of the door. There's no way we could have
Regras ao próximo.
Remember, the rules state...
Kaito!
Rules probably don't apply to corpses, you know.
The piranha tank is...
I've got
Okay.
this!
You might be able to reach the tank from the window above the stage.
Para dos limites.
Maki!
Entering the pool at
O
night's
Gonta
what's off
tá
limits, not the
discordando de
pool area
mim. Que
itself.
triste.
But should we trust...
Tenko!
It's okay, because we have Shuichi's testimony too.
Na seguinte, no horário noturno.
It's true that you cannot enter the gym at nighttime, but a corpse could. I am positive that the window was how the culprit moved the body.
That window's higher than the piranha tank, and it's pretty close by. The curtains might have been closed, but the window was open the whole investigation.
That means it was certainly possible to put the body in the piranha tank from the window.
However, I'm also positive the pane dividing the piranha tank was set up beforehand.
That certainly couldn't be tossed in. It would need to be placed carefully.
Ou seja,
Even if the culprit were to throw the body from outside the window,
Kirumi.
the window is far too high. It cannot be reached from the
É
floor.
muito Kirumi.
Ryoma was small. Gonta could have chucked him easy.
E acertar certinho no tanque. Duvido.
Yes, but Gonta wouldn't do that. Gentlemen not chuck dead bodies.
Being a gentleman has nothing to do with it.
I know! They used the ladder in the gym!
Muito baixa.
You tested it out while you were investigating, Shuichi. That ladder reached the window, right?
Sim, de cima de palco,
The
querida.
culprit just needed to put the body through the window to pull it off, right?
Não, não acho que isso funcionaria, porque... Ela não poderia ter sido usada. Não alcança.
That's it! The only reason the ladder reached the window was because it was on the stage. If you used the ladder on the pool side, it would not quite make it. The ladder could barely reach the window when it was on the stage. And there is nothing on the pool side of the gym as tall as the stage.
Tem ali o trampolim.
Finally, the ladder was found in the gym, correct? If the culprit used the ladder on the pool side, we wouldn't have found it in the gym.
Olha, eu posso olhar os lados.
And they couldn't have thrown the ladder back through the window because it's too heavy.
Then Gonta used his tard strength to throw the ladder or the body or something.
Ou uma corda.
Gentlemen not throw dead bodies or ladders.
Se a gente tivesse jogado a
The body
escada,
could not have been thrown into the piranha tank to
se
begin
tivesse
with.
jogado a escada teria torto, não, tipo,
It would need to be placed carefully to prevent the glass pane from shifting.
a corda.
Got it, Musclehead? Even if we injected tons of steroids into you, it'd be impossible.
Sorry, you're right.
You didn't need to apologize, Gonta.
How the culprit moved the body from the window. Ha! You guys don't even know that? What a bunch of dimwits.
Kaito?
Do you have the answer then?
But of course. Tell him, Shuichi. Blow him all away with the truth.
Claro que ele jogou pra mim.
I actually don't know that yet.
What?
The culprit definitely moved the body through the window.
A corda, meu
I don't know
filho.
how.
Seriously?
Serves you right. You just made a fool out of yourself after acting all high and mighty.
Dudes just need to shut up and take their licks.
Essa não é só fala.
What are we gonna do, Shuichi? We gotta figure this out or we're done for. Hey, you gotta do something, Shuichi.
I know. I have to do something.
Jogar por cima
but-
de mim? Não sei o que fazer, não descobri isso ainda. Caramba, será que eu realmente não sou bom o suficiente? Será que eu não sou bom como detetive? Consigo, eu...
I don't think it really matters how the body got into the piranha tank.
Que?
Gonta thinks it matter. We won't know culprit's trick unless we figure out.
We're getting sidetracked. It doesn't matter how it was done, just who did it. We shouldn't focus on where we found the body. Instead, we need to focus on where he was killed.
Que não foi lá.
Where he was killed?
Wouldn't it be more efficient if we focused on the murder scene instead?
Yes, that's it.
Obrigada, Maki.
We were so caught up in where the body was found. When we should have been thinking about where the murder occurred.
The murder scene would definitely have more clues about the culprit. Why didn't anyone realize this yet? That's true.
Você sabia, seu puto, tenho certeza.
Perhaps the culprit steered the conversation away from that topic.
Then, culprit is someone in this room.
Uau, você é um gênio. Isso é importante de se lembrar, nem todo mundo aqui quer que encontremos a verdade. Quem desviou o tópico? Eu não lembro. De nós está tentando sabotar esse julgamento.
Well then, let's discuss the crime scene to figure out who the culprit is.
That's not a bad idea for a robot. The last time I heard such a good idea was
Ninguém se importa.
when Nino told me to move in with her under the bridge to get out of the cold.
Himikawa under the bridge?
Você consegue descobrir onde isso começou, conseguiu descobrir onde terminou. No quarto do... No... tá cedo demais pra desistir, o julgamento tá só começando. Na verdade, eu passou na metade.
Thank you, Maki. That was a helpful insight.
I can't believe you didn't notice that. I guess that's why you're still an apprentice.
Não precisava jogar na cara, Maki. E o tanque de piranhas, caso molhadas, se preto, regras da piscina.
First, let's establish the crime scene.
Uhum.
Wasn't it the dorm room?
Não.
Ryoma was relaxing in his room when he got attacked.
Eu acho que é
The
isso.
cause of death was drowning.
Sim, realmente foi
There
afogamento.
was nothing in his room that could collect enough water.
He's got a toilet, doesn't he?
Drowning toilets? Impossible!
We should consider places where water is stored.
The only place that fits is the pool.
I was wrong!
Nossa, eu discordei dela.
First, let's establish the crime scene.
Wasn't it the dorm room? Ryoma was relaxing in his room when he got attacked.
But the cause of death was drowning. There is nothing in his room that could collect enough water.
He's got a toilet, doesn't he?
Drowning toilets? Impossible!
We should consider places where water is stored.
The only place that fits is the pool.
That's wrong!
Errei. Errei o ponto.
The pool could not have been the scene of the murder. Ryoma was killed at nighttime. No swimming is allowed at nighttime, so a living
CLT,
person
CLT
could not have
normal.
gone in.
Adorei esse diálogo.
Yep, a dead body is fine because it's just an object. But if a living person entered the pool, I think I might cry.
Cry as loud as you want. I'll cry with you. We can spend the night together crying. In the morning after, I'll write goodbye on your mirror in lipstick before I quietly leave.
Only after you leave do I realize how much you really mean to me.
Gente, chega com essa fanfic.
Being so gloomy. This is the year of the Jets. Fuck the Patriots. Anyway, we can conclude it's impossible for him to have drowned in the pool.
É a piscina
Where was
lá
Ryoma killed if not pool?
do
Is
laboratório
there
dele
other place where water can be stored?
que tinha marcas de arranhão. Ryoma foi assassinado. Sei que tem algum tipo de... A borda da janela, talvez. Não. Merda. A pia arranhada. Pronto.
This is it! The sink in Ryoma's lab. There were distinct scratch marks on it.
Scratch marks on the sink?
And I believe those scratches were caused by...
Claro que você me fez escolher.
This is it!
Não pode resolver nada sozinho, shit.
Handcuffs. They were scratched as well, correct?
Well, yeah. Sort of looked like they'd been scraped against something.
There's also the fact that the handcuffs were from Ryoma's lab. The marks on the sink came from the handcuffs in the same room. The size and shape of the scratches are consistent with the handcuffs, I'm sure.
How did those handcuffs get from the lab to the water tank?
Because Ryoma was wearing them, right?
Yes, though they were only visible for a brief moment when Ryoma appeared in the tank. I am certain he was wearing the handcuffs at the time.
The handcuffs were left after the piranhas devoured Ryoma.
So, the culprit handcuffed Ryoma and drowned him in his lab sink.
Ryoma must have been pretty yummy. They chomped up his entire body. Arms, legs, brain.
Tá desviando da conversa.
Saying disgusting things. I don't want to hear it.
That crunchy texture with the fatty parts just right. Then when they bite down, it gushes.
Stop! Please stop!
But how did culprit handcuff Ryoma? He could have used Shikuchi method to get away, unless someone ambushed him?
It's possible they knocked him out before handcuffing him. Though there's no way we can be sure, now that he's not but bones.
I doubt he was ambushed. I'm pretty sure the culprit got Ryoma by... Whoops. Don't pay attention to Luloma.
Termina.
I'm just talking to myself.
When you talk to yourself, pretend you're eating and chew with your mouth closed. Otherwise, you'll get a mouthful of peanut butter squid. It's so disgusting you'll laugh.
Porque ela
We all
começou a
agree
brilhar.
Ryoma was drowned in the sink in his lab, right?
O Kit acaba o que ela estava dizendo.
That sink could have held enough water to do it for sure.
Alright, I'm calling it. The crime scene is Ryoma's fucking research
Uau,
lab.
obrigada.
But how did the culprits carry his body to the gym from there?
Corda.
Isn't Ryoma's lab on the 3rd floor of the academy?
It's actually not far at all. Although, perhaps it's more accurate to say there's a shortcut.
Was there a shortcut?
Ué, Kirome. Qual foi a tática que vaza de outro laboratório de ginásio? A piscina. Aqui, ó.
There! The shortcut is the window in Ryoma's lab.
The window?
That's right. None of the windows in this school open. Except the one in Ryoma's lab. And on top of that, the window faced the pool. You could see the gym straight across.
Do you think the culprit dropped Ryoma's body into the pool area from the lab window? Then they could have thrown the body into the piranha tank through the gym window. How's that? Mission complete!
A gente não
Your
sabe quem fez
explanation
isso.
contradicts some things we discussed earlier. The gym window was too high to reach from the poolside, even if one used the ladder.
That's right! I apologize! I must go on a journey to reflect on this!
We keep hitting dead ends, since we don't know how the body was thrown into the gym.
Well, that didn't really give us any info about the crime.
Você tinha algo pra dizer, seu cu. Claramente, descobrimos várias informações importantes. Agora que eu tenho certeza que o crime aconteceu no laboratório, o caso ficou mais claro. Só pra você, né? Pra determinar como o corpo foi da cena do crime pra onde ele foi encontrado. Eu preciso saber como chegar do 3º andar para o ginásio. Eu preciso analisar os métodos possíveis e achar o mais provável. Vamos precisar deduzir coisas que se conectam. O táxi psicótico vai começar. O objetivo desse modo é pegar os cubos com letras jogados para formar a pergunta. Pergunta, cubo de letra, tempo, outro carro, medidor de influência, foco. Use o botão A para acelerar e o LS para mover horizontalmente. Pegando os cubos com letras voando por aí, você pode completar a pergunta. Depois de completar a pergunta, você vai parar para a acompanhante com a resposta correta. Se a resposta é correta, ela vai entrar no carro. Se for a resposta errada, uma coisa ruim acontece. Também vão ter outros carros na estrada. Se você bater neles, sua energia de foco toma dano. E se ficar perigoso, use RB para concentrar, ficar calmo e desviar deles. Dirija com cuidado, aproveite a viagem. Por favor, responder quando puder. Uau, virou um. Eu não sou boa em jogo de direção, cara. Espera um pouco. Eu não consigo. Tá, ok, mas... De onde o corpo foi transportado? Janela. Não foi a janela. Próxima pergunta. Teoricamente é durante esse minigame que eu encontro outro monocu. Minigame é divertido. Primeiro. A Andy ali do lado. Tem um passageiro no meu carro. Um passageiro que eu atropelei. De onde veio o corpo que chegou ao ginásio? Eu não tô mais acelerando, não. Veio o corpo que chegou ao ginásio, porta e janela. Era pra ser difícil. Maravilha, as letras só aparecem quando está pertinho delas. Pra ver de longe. Mas e o Monokuma, hein? Deveria achar um Monokuma nesse minigame. Quatro minutos ainda. Alguma coisa saiu voando. Talvez seja o Monokuma. Ai, bati o carro. Bati o carro de novo. Eba! Vou formar da janela da sala de aula pra janela do ginásio. Piscina. Janela pela piscina. Piscina. Eu errei? Mas tinha evidência na piscina. O corpo foi trazido da janela do laboratório. O corpo foi levado pro ginásio, onde da janela do ginásio. O corpo foi movido da sala de aula pra janela do ginásio. Tinha a janela. Eu perdi muita vida.
I've got it! Ryoma's body was moved directly from his lab to the gym.
Directly? Don't tell me they threw the body from window to window.
Quase.
I mean, we're talking about a body. It's not like tossing a baseball, you know.
No, I don't believe he was thrown. But perhaps another way.
Cord.
What do you mean another way? There's no other way to move it.
The culprit must have used some kind of equipment.
Obrigada, Maki. Voz da razão.
Equipment?
With this equipment, they can connect the two windows and move the body to the gym.
Uma corda, gente. Não é tão difícil de pensar nisso. Equipamento para conectar as janelas. Acho que foi encontrado perto do corpo. Do corpo. Ah, corda. Tô falando que é uma corda, pô.
There! The rope found behind the gym stage could have been used to connect the windows.
Oh, there was a mysterious mystery about that rope that only Atua can reveal.
Mas Deus não revelou, foi o chute.
Mysterious mystery. During last night's preparations for the show, that rope was in the wing of the stage. But the next morning, the rope had been moved backstage for some reason. It's a mysterious mystery. Only Atua knows the answer.
E o culpado?
So, during nighttime, someone used the rope, then threw it into the gym window?
Ou amarrou nas janelas
They did
e...
use the rope. That's how they bridged the distance between both windows.
Is the rope long enough to reach both windows?
Tem 15 metros.
The rope is roughly 65 feet in length.
Gente, perdão.
As for the distance between the windows,
According to the sign at the pool, the width of the pool is roughly 35 feet. And the distance from the edges of the pool to the windows is an additional 16 feet. Altogether, the sum total length from one window to the other is roughly 50 feet.
And pool is only thing between research lab and gym windows.
You bet it's long enough. That's what she said.
Wait, who said that?
Even if the rope
Oh,
was
it's a
long,
monkey.
wouldn't it be pretty hard to tie them to the windows?
Both windows were too high to reach. It would be like tying a rope from one cliff to another.
É muito
If the
aquilo.
windows were closer together, then they could toss the rope across. But they're not.
No, going to think it would work. Just need one more rope.
Another rope. There was only one, though.
Não tinha, não.
Oh, then it impossible. Sorry.
Não, eu tenho certeza que tinha outra corda, ou pelo menos algo que podia ser usado de corda. A rede.
This is it! The tennis net cable from Ryoma's lab could serve as a rope.
How long is it?
15 metros.
About 50 feet or so. But how do they use it?
Okay, so. First, culprit hang rope outside of one window. Then, culprit move to other side. And tie cable to other window. Then, after tying to each window, culprit tie rope and cable together. That how culprit make one rope that reach both windows.
Na verdade, inteligente.
Wow, that's amazing, Gonta. You're so knowledgeable.
It's nothing. Going to use ropes a lot when looking for bugs.
Even if they did connect the windows with a rope, they can't carry a body on just
Tinha uma
that.
boia na piscina.
Eureka! I got it!
Não entendeu, não.
Thomas Edison once said that genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. But in my case, it's 100% inspiration!
Quem liga só é o ponto.
You get it. Just tell us already.
Obrigada, Rímico.
They handcuffed the body to the rope and slid it from one window to the other, like Tarzan!
The body would reach the gym window, but it wouldn't land in the piranha tank. Stop making such dumbass comments and keep your smelly breath in your dirty mouth.
Por que o Coquete tá sendo tão agressivo?
Tarzan?
É com isso que ele se preocupa,
They
ela se
also had
preocupou.
to put the body in the piranha tank after they moved it, huh?
That is not feasible with just one rope.
Maybe the rope wasn't the only equipment the culprit used.
Não foi só corda.
Well, anyway, it would have been pretty difficult to get that body in the piranha tank. They wouldn't just throw it. The trick was a super crucial part of the culprit's plan. The culprit must have carefully placed the body into the tank with their own hands.
Oh.
But is there really a way to do that?
Não. A gente tá pensando, deve ter.
Peachy, are you hinting at something?
O Coquete sabe muita coisa.
Huh? Hint? What hint? Don't confuse me with your talk of hinting hints.
Você tá me confundindo. Você definitivamente sabe de algo. É verdade que o culpado precisou colocar o corpo diretamente no tanque de piranhas. Se o corpo tivesse caído, o culpado não conseguiria retirar ele. Ele só tinha uma chance pra fazer isso, nada de segunda chance. Obviamente, o culpado iria querer colocar o corpo em tanque cuidadosamente. Isso quer dizer que ele queria chegar o mais perto da janela possível. Ele foi junto na corda. O problema é como ele chegou perto dela. Foi junto com a corda. Tudo que sabemos agora é que tinha uma corda que conectou as janelas. De algum jeito, o culpado usou isso para mover o corpo e chegar perto da janela ele mesmo. Para fazer isso funcionar, ele teria que usar outra coisa. Mas o que seria? O que ele poderia ter feito?
All right, Shuichi. The stage is finally set.
What?
Listen up. Do a good job here, and I'll be able to put an end to this trial. It all starts with you.
Que fofo.
You be the opening act, and I'll be the main event.
Não tão fofo.
And then together, we're gonna save everyone.
Together?
You got this. After all, you are my sidekick. I believe in you, so I'm gonna leave the rest to you.
Você faça todo o trabalho e eu recebo o crédito. Certo, eu consigo. O resolver esse mistério vai mostrar a verdade para todos. Essa é a apresentação principal. Algo foi usado com a corda para mover o corpo entre as janelas. Bem, vamos lá, pensa. Âmbito de enforcado. Eu não tenho ideia. Não. T. Tá, começa com T. Ti. Tirei. Não. tirolesa. Um L. Um E. Um S. Cadê um S? Um A aqui, ó. Tem uma vida restante.
Yes, that's it. The culprit used something like a ropeway to move the body.
A ropeway, huh? Are you sure about that? Wow, you got drain damage or something? You'd need some kind of vessel to use on a ropeway, and we don't have that!
Tem a boia, gente. Ela definitivamente tinha ocupado os leitos para mover o corpo na corda. E as algemas. Quando você precisa descobrir uma imagem, a mente minada vai começar. Ah, não. Esse modo objetivo é cavar a resposta. No começo, a resposta da história é completamente coberta de peças. Use aliás para mover o cursor e destruir as peças com A. As peças vão ser apagadas quando as duas ou mais da cor se conectarem. As peças adjacentes irão mudar de cor na seguinte ordem: branco, rosa, amarelo, branco. Se fizer corretamente, você consegue remover todas as peças de um objeto. Branco, rosa, amarelo, branco. O truque é prever como as peças adjacentes vão mudar. Nossa, que complicado. Quando todas as peças no topo de um objeto saírem, você pode escolher o objeto como resposta. Se você selecionar o objeto errado, seu medidor de influência vai diminuir. Se sobrar só uma peça, você pode apertar o botão A repetidamente para quebrar. Mas isso vai causar uma penalidade de tempo, então não fica só apertando aleatoriamente. Parece complicado, mas confia em mim, você vai entender rápido quando jogar. Obrigado pela compreensão. Não entendi nada. Amarelo, branco. Ai, Jesus Cristo. Amarelo. Não, é branco, rosa, amarelo, branco. A boia tá aqui. Falta uma letra. Minigame divertido.
It's the inner tube. The rubber inner tube we found floating in the pool.
The inner tube?
Remember the inner tube we found in the pool with a rope on one side?
Uma boia, véi.
Maybe the rope was originally tied on both sides. The culprit made a ropeway by hanging the tube from the rope connecting the windows. And because the third floor window is higher up, gravity would have pushed the inner tube along. The inner tube is made of sturdy rubber as well. It could have supported two people. The culprit used the ropes and the inner tube to construct a rudimentary ropeway, and used it to move themselves and Ryoma's body from the lab to the gym.
Que elaborado.
Once through the gym window, the culprit stood on the inner tube to move the body. Either that, or the culprit placed their foot on the windowsill. That way would be more stable, and let them handle the corpse more carefully. Finally, they removed the rope from the window frame and left the scene.
Well, when you put it like that, it certainly sounds possible. But wow, a ropeway!
You say the culprit placed their foot on the windowsill. Isn't that against school rules?
Oh.
It would count as entering the gym, would it not?
Oh.
last time we got asked that question, we decided it was okay.
Ou seja, quem
Sticking your
perguntou
body
antes.
through the window is an automatic out, but standing on the sill is...
Wait, who asked you last time?
Eh?
Eu queria saber isso também.
It is quite possible that the culprit went to you to confirm the details of their plan.
Oh, shit!
Seu idiota.
Way to put your foot in your mouth.
His foot! Monosuke just unhinged his jaw and swallowed his entire leg!
Cut it out! I can't write this off as a joke if you two keep freaking out about it.
Then your little slip-up is actually the truth!
Deve ser maluca, menina.
Pops?
Agora, mano, como é que vai matar esse mano?
Uh-oh. Daddy's mad at you now.
Huh?
Don't look at me. This is what you get for acting like a big shot all the time.
Stop. Do not bully Monosuke.
Huh?
No more blaming each other. Everybody makes mistakes. I want us all to get along.
Monodum's right.
Monosuke, you better thank Monodum. Less attitude and more gratitude. Got it?
Man, the trial was just getting fun. Why you gotta ruin it with that slip-up? But I guess now we know Shuichi's logic is right on the money.
So culprit really used ropeway to move body?
Yeah, they used the ropeway to move with the body from window to window.
Ropeway murder? Some crazy-ass shit! But if the mechanism was that complicated, wouldn't it be hard to put it all away?
Não tiraram tudo.
Not necessarily.
A boia ficou na piscina. É.
All one must do is detach the rope from the window after using the ropeway. Then, after returning to Ryoma's lab, one could retrieve the rope from that side.
É só subir a corda.
Tossing the rope into the gym from the pool window would be the final step.
O culpado só errou pouquinho a mira.
I see. The rope was thrown from the window. That's why we found it there.
With that method, the culprit must have made numerous trips from Ryoma's lab to the pool.
Não me diga.
Which is why the crime was committed during nighttime, while we all slumbered.
Esse cara é muito suspeito.
But if the culprit was so careful to recover the rope they used to commit the crime, why did they leave the inner tube in the pool?
Porque ele não podia entrar.
I believe that was an accident.
An accident?
Yes. When the culprit was taking down the inner tube, they accidentally dropped it.
Then why did the culprit leave it in the pool?
Ele não conseguia tirar. O motivo do culpado ter deixado na piscina é óbvio. As regras da piscina.
That's it! Even if they wanted to get it, they couldn't, because this took place at nighttime.
I see. They couldn't get the inner tube because swimming is prohibited at nighttime.
But couldn't they have used the rope to fish it out?
Difícil.
Not necessarily. You see, the water level in that pool is so low. Even if one tried to draw in the inner tube using the rope.
Daria pra amarrar alguma
The
coisa
steep
na
angle the
corda.
rope would be at would make it nigh impossible.
Era só amarrar alguma coisa na corda.
It's different if they used a pole, but there's no way a rope would work.
Even if inner tube was closer to pool edge, water's still too low to drag tube in.
work. I can see why they just left it there.
Yeah, it would take too long. And they would have been busted if someone saw them.
What kind of clumsy dipshit drops an inner tube and can't retrieve it? Let me tell you, this culprit's a real fucking amateur.
No.
No, actually. Save for that one mistake, this was the perfect crime.
If Maki had never met up with Ryoma at nighttime, it might have been the end for us.
Que pena que foi uma mentira.
Now, I still don't know if Maki is telling the truth or not.
Shut up. Personally, I find this culprit frighteningly thorough.
É a Kirumi.
Such a bold, beautiful plan. I never even imagined there was a ropeway.
É a Kirumi pra caralho.
Oh, respect begins to bloom in my heart for this wonderfully cruel culprit.
Para de ser louco.
What are you, stupid? Don't respect the culprit.
Não, respeitar a inteligência do culpado crucial pra resolver esse caso. É a Kirumi, pô. Estamos tão perto, damos um passo da verdade.
Now, we just need to figure out who the culprit is.
É a Kirumi.
But of course, it would be pointless to unravel this mystery otherwise.
So, who is it?
Kirumi.
Looks like it's time for me to start the main event. But my sidekick here is on a roll right now, so I'll let him take this one.
Shut.
Okay.
Insuportável,
You're
mano.
just pushing everything onto Shuichi because you don't know yourself.
Exatamente.
Well, Shuichi, do you already know who the culprit is?
Sei. Eu tenho uma boa ideia de quem é o culpado. É a Kirumi, pô.
Hey, Shuichi, are you hesitating again?
Que?
Come on, man, there's no need for that. Like I said, you're my
Sidekick.
sidekick. I take responsibility for any mistakes my sidekick makes.
Ai, a
Use
Kirumi.
those skills of yours
Eu
I
podia ter,
believe in.
ter
Shove
completado.
the truth down their throats.
Podia ter completado o relatório da Kirumi.
Believe in my detective skills?
That's right. I'm gonna leave it all to you, Shuichi.
É isso, preciso confiar no meu trabalho de detetive. Esse plano todo teria que ser preparado no ginásio de antemão. Saber disso diminui a lista de suspeitos. Kirumi.
It has to be you.
Eu vou chorar.
There's one more thing I still have to confirm. But Kirumi is the prime suspect.
Me?
Sim.
What? Kirumi?
Oh, so Kirumi is the culprit.
That is not yet a certainty. Let us hear her testimony first.
Is this true, Kirumi?
I cannot believe you would suspect me.
Ela tá se mantendo muito
If that
calma.
is the case, then I will have to deny it. I will not let you make the wrong choice.
The wrong choice?
If you do believe it is me, are you prepared to stand by that decision? I will refute your accusations with all my might, for everyone's sake.
Kirumi mostrou as garras. Pedaço de tecido.
I,
Sabe?
of course, am not the culprit.
É. Que...
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
Sim.
Do you think we would fall for such nonsense?
The trick relied on complex mechanisms to work. But someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
É verdade.
Preposterous. That could have been done by anyone.
Não.
Kirumi is thin and has a nice body. She and Ryoma could have totally shared an inner tube.
We all could have, except perhaps Gonta.
Tá, eu já sei.
Of course,
qual é o
I'm not the
argumento.
culprit.
É o álibi.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us
do not have one.
Eu errei.
Oh no!
Eu tô perigosamente perto de errar.
I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime.
Até depois das 23. É isso.
And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us
do not have one.
Não é isso.
Oh no!
Droga, eu errei demais. Errei mesmo. Eles acham que fui eu. Não tem nenhum motivo pra eles acharem que foi você. Já acabou o debate. E a próxima parte é obrigatória, então vamos logo agora te matar.
Is this really the end?
Tentar novamente.
We can't let it end here.
I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
I have evidence that proves
You're the culprit.
Não é.
I, of course, am not the culprit.
Tenho certeza que essa é a bala.
The crime was committed at
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
Do you think we would fall for such nonsense?
The trick relied on complex mechanisms to work. But someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
Preposterous. That could have been done by anyone.
Deve ser feito por qualquer
Kirumi is
um.
thin and has a nice body. She and Ryoma could have totally shared an inner tube.
We all could have, except perhaps Gonta.
The crime was committed at nighttime. You have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
Do you think we would fall for such nonsense?
The trick relied on complex mechanisms to work. But someone like you could be skilled
Enough to pull it off.
Preposterous. That could have been done by anyone.
Kirumi is thin and has
Acho
a
que eu
nice
poderia ter
body.
feito por qualquer um.
She and Ryoma could have totally shared an inner tube.
We all could have.
Except perhaps Gonta. Of course, I'm not the culprit. The crime was committed at nighttime. You have no alibi, do you?
An
alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one. I have evidence that proves you're the culprit. Do you think we would fall for such nonsense? The trick relied on complex mechanisms to work.
But someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
Preposterous. That could have
Been done by anyone.
I was wrong.
Eu não sei.
I, of course, am not the culprit.
Eu já tenho o treco pra pegar uma...
crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
Não é isso, caralho. Não sei.
I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
Do you think we would fall for such nonsense?
The trick relied on complex mechanisms to work. But someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
Preposterous. That could have been done by anyone.
Não sei. Vou pegar alguma coisa pra comer e depois eu penso. As pastures. Sabemos que os hackers provavelmente são Tira nighttime. Nighttime é às 22, não é? É como processo.
Kirumi is thin and has a nice body. She and Ryoma could have totally shared an inner tube.
We all could have, except perhaps Gonta.
Percebe que tendo se entregar na lógica não pode ter falhas. Lembrar que a história dela em algum lugar só tem que encontrar.
I,
Jura?
of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most
of us do not have one.
Que merda.
Damn it!
Sei.
I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at night.
And I believe
Most of us do not have one.
Oh no! We can't.
I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime. Anna, do you?
And I believe most
Most of us do not have one.
Não faz sentido.
Damn it!
Kirumi com Kokiji.
I, of course, am not the culprit.
Não tem essa opção.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi.
Ah, o álibi.
An alibi?
O álibi pra ela ser habilidosa.
To work. But someone like you could be skilled enough to pull
It all.
Oh no!
I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime. You have no alibi, do you?
Tem alguma coisa a ver com Kokiji?
I believe most of us do not have one.
Acho que tem a ver com Kokiji.
I have evidence. That proves you're the good.
Do you think we would
Por que o testemunho dá 1000 pontos?
could have been done by anyone?
Ai, finalmente.
No. The only person who could have prepared this murder is Kirumi. Well, the preparations in the gym in any case.
And why do you believe that?
Before the culprit could
Ah,
put
eu
the
não
body
quero
into the
culpar
tank,
Kirumi, é por isso que eu errei
several
tanto.
steps needed to be taken.
Like tying the rope to the gym window and putting a partition in the piranha tank.
That's right. Ryoma's body entered the gym from the window, but that required preparation. That could only have been done when Kirumi was by herself in the gym before nighttime.
Mas eu fiquei 5 minutos sem a tempo suficiente pra você.
Kirumi was alone in the gym for only like 5 minutes.
Sabia que iam falar isso.
Not enough time for the whole murder, but enough time to set it up. Enough time to tie the rope on the window frame and put the pain in the piranha tank.
This is my selfless devotion. While I do understand where you are coming from, I assure you this is just a part of your petty imagination. An empty theory created from nihilism.
Kirumi? Guarda janela
If it were solely the rope and partition, I suppose 5 minutes might be enough time. I accept that. However, the crux of your argument is not but a guess. You continue to force the facts to conform to your misguided. When you consider that the crux of your argument is faulty, your entire case falls apart.
What do you mean by crux of the argument? It's just a guess.
I am referring to the rope. Now, with that rope, it is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor window, but there is no evidence to indicate this had happened. I am referring to the rope. Now, with that rope, it is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor window, but there is no evidence to indicate this had happened. In other words, it is just a guess. And then you add assumptions and hearsay to that guess. It is nothing more than deception. I am referring to the rope. Now, with that rope, it is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor window, but there is no evidence to indicate this had happened.
Damn it!
Comprova que
I am
Kirumi
referring to the rope.
vale
Now,
mesmo,
with
não
that
pode ser.
rope,
Abort.
it is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor, but there is no evidence to indicate this had happened.
I'll cut through your words! I have evidence. The abrasions left on the window frames at the gym and the lab.
Were those scratches from when the rope was tied to the window frame?
Just tying the rope to the frame wouldn't cause so much damage.
Mas 2 corpos causariam.
The rope that was tied to the frames must have been weighed down significantly. The frames didn't break, but they were left with distinct marks.
Those scratches are proof that you used a rope to carry the body to the windowsill.
Tá encurralada, querida.
What's wrong, Kirumi? What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? Hey, what's wrong? Hey, 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 hey!
Chato.
Is Kirumi quiet cause that's what happened?
Claro que terá uma
Answer
reviravolta.
us, Kirumi. Shuichi is doing this for your sake.
Não tá, não.
If it is for my sake, then it would be much easier to forfeit. But I cannot allow that, because I must do this for everyone!
Por todos.
I have a duty and a responsibility. I must serve everyone and protect them. So I refuse to surrender. They won't forgive me if I do.
Eles quem? Que é de onde isso veio? A resposta dela parece genuína. Então o que ela quis dizer com todos? Eu também queria saber. Ela tá fazendo isso pra nos salvar? Eu tô errado, eu quero uma inocente. Não, eu tô errado de novo.
Hey, Kirumi, who exactly is this everyone you're talking about?
Obrigada. E tu?
I've just got a weird feeling about this.
Eu também.
When you said everyone, felt like you weren't talking about us.
Ela tá falando dos patrões dela.
You were talking about someone
Ela
who
tá falando
isn't
dos
here.
patrões dela.
Someone who isn't here?
Até cobriu a boca, né? Queria...
the academy?
Hey, do you think Kirumi saw her own motive video?
Coquete, seu traidor.
You saw your important someone in danger, so you committed murder, right?
Is that true?
Iru, Coquete são 2 caras.
I am so sorry for making such a mess. Because of that, I made all of you assume something unnecessary.
Unnecessary?
You saying I'm wrong? This everyone you're talking about?
It is all of you, of course.
Really?
No.
Do you swear to a tour?
Yes, really. So please believe me. I am not the culprit.
Tá fazendo um bom teatro.
I do not care what becomes of me, but I will not allow any of you to die.
É um bom teatro. Coquete fala que ela tá mentindo.
Because I made a promise to Kaede. She wished for all of us to escape together.
Ela tá mentindo.
I want to fulfill my duties as the ultimate maid.
E seus patrões não são a gente, são os
I
outros.
wish to serve everyone. So please believe me. You have to.
Ai, ela tá chorando.
Kirumi.
Ela quer só um ato. Atuação.
Are we totally sure Kirumi's the culprit? Maybe it's someone else.
Gente, vocês acreditam nas coisas muito
Are we
fácil.
sure Kokichi isn't the culprit?
Eu vou assumir isso.
How rude.
How rude.
Gonta just can't believe Kirumi would kill Ryoma.
Ryoma.
Breakfasts were the best. She always treated us so well. She really is like a mom.
Perhaps it was after she gained our trust that she saw her chance to strike.
You really are screwed up.
Screwed up from head to toe. Even through your clothes, I can tell.
Shuichi, please reconsider suspecting me as the culprit.
Oh no. No, no. Great,
You
amiga.
only suspect me because I was at the gym during nighttime yesterday, correct? But you cannot accuse me of being the culprit with that insufficient proof.
Eu tenho a
It is
roupinha.
still possible for Maki and Kaito to have gone to the gym.
Nenhum dos dois
Maybe
tem
not
roupa
have
preta.
alibis. They could have pretended to help Himiko, but secretly prepared the murder.
Nenhum deles tem roupa preta.
When you put it that way, it does seem possible.
We can't accuse Kirumi just based on our alibis.
Não, mas eu posso por causa da roupa.
Guys, maybe suspecting Kirumi
Gente, vocês
is
são muito
wrong.
inocentes.
Yeah, maybe we should think it over one more time.
I
Hit me, baby,
made a
one more
promise.
time.
As the ultimate detective, I made a promise to seek the truth. I made a promise to Kaede, so I'm not turning back now.
Eles estão assustados, eles estão com medo de acusar uma amiga dele de assassinato. É meu trabalho, eu tenho que fazer isso. Eu vou usar meu trabalho de detetive pra provar.
So you still believe I am the culprit?
Felizmente, sim, querida.
There is no evidence to indicate that I am.
No, there is. I have proof
Cortou
that you
ela.
were the culprit.
Machista.
I realized it when we determined that the ropeway was used to move the body. If it was indeed Kirumi who moved the body with a makeshift ropeway, then the final clue falls into place.
Pedaço de roupa.
The final clue?
Sim, querida, você largou roupa pra
The
trás.
damning evidence that proves Kirumi is the culprit.
Shuichi, won't you please tell me why you are so desperate to pin me as the culprit? Don't you want to protect everyone?
Sim, é exatamente por isso que eu tô fazendo isso.
I'm doing this because I want to protect everyone. Shuichi.
Then you're wrong. Your deduction is all wrong.
Your words aren't going to convince me now. Not when I know the truth.
Shuichi tá mais
All you care
assertivo.
about is your own reasoning. You don't even listen to others. I can't bet everyone's lives on a deduction made by a self-righteous brat. You can't save anyone!
Kirumi. Sem mais dúvidas, eu tenho certeza que tô certo. Vou apresentar pra todo mundo a prova que mostra que ela é culpada.
This is it! The piece of black fabric in the pool. That's the final clue that proves you're guilty.
Acertei em cheio, né, minha filha?
It's been bothering me for a while. I couldn't figure out what it was.
É a luvinha.
I thought it was just trash at first, but I couldn't dismiss it entirely. Now that the class trial has come this far, I know for certain. It's an important piece of the puzzle. Because like the inner tube, it's evidence the culprit couldn't dispose of.
Huh? Why not?
Using the ropeway, you could slide the inner tube from the lab to the gym. But how would you control it? If it kept sliding and hit the window, the momentum would have thrown the body off. To prevent that from happening, the culprit needed some way to adjust the speed. For example, the culprit could have used their hands for friction.
Ia machucar pra caralho.
Yeah, so what? You're still wrong. Your logic is flawed.
Kirumi, você está muito alterada.
Why are you becoming increasingly erratic?
There is such absolute beauty in trying to fight against the truth.
What truth? That black cloth is just trash. You can't prove I'm the culprit with just that!
No, it's not just trash. It's proof that you're the culprit.
Descubra como esse tecido preto encaixa nesse caso a chave. Eu vou deixar tudo claro agora.
You are incorrect. What is this truth? That is just your empty deduction. You continue to confuse everyone. You are incorrect. What is this truth? That is just your empty deduction. You continue to confuse everyone. You are incorrect. In this class trial, everyone's life is at stake. Because of your self-righteous truth, everyone might die. In this class trial, everyone's life is at stake. Because of your self-righteous truth, everyone might die! In this class trial, everyone's life is at stake! Because of your self-righteous truth, everyone might die! In this class trial, everyone's
Meu Deus,
life
que
is at
difícil.
stake! I completely understand your reasoning, but I will never accept it. It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit. You do not have any evidence. You are only providing us with speculation. I only wish to protect everyone. Why must you interfere? I completely understand your reasoning, but I will never accept it. It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit. You do not have any evidence. You are only providing us with speculation. I only wish to protect everyone. Why must you interfere? I completely understand your reasoning, but I will never accept it. It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit. You do not have any evidence. You are only providing us with speculation.
Finalmente tava ficando sem vida.
What does that piece of trash prove?
Ovos da Kiro.
It ends here.
Tadinha, ficou sem roupa.
The piece of fabric came from Kirumi's black glove.
Kirumi's glove?
If the culprit were slowing their descent by grabbing the rope with their hands, there would have been a lot of friction, easily enough to cause rope burn. But our culprit was smart. They weren't burned because they weren't bare-handed.
Yeah, the culprit had gloves on. One got all torn up from the friction and
it fell into pool?
From what I remember, the only one who wears black gloves is Kirumi.
Não, a Mil também usa. Ok, a luta da Mil.
I take it they're
A
from your
luta da Mil é.
The extra
Tem dedo.
uniforms in our rooms are made of the same material we're wearing now. We can test my theory by comparing the fabric scrap with your glove.
Well, Kirumi? Will you allow us to compare the black fabric we found in the pool with your gloves?
Tadinha.
Huh? What's the matter? Why are you sweating so much?
Kirumi, what's wrong?
fim das contas, eu sou igual a eles. Tenho medo de revelar a verdade. Porque isso significa que alguém tem que ser sacrificado. Mas a Kaede também tinha medo. Ela não deixou isso parar ela. Ela descobriu tudo até o final. Eu encontrei a verdade, duvidei dela e continuei pensando e continuei em frente. É aqui que isso me levou. Eu não vou correr dela.
I will show you the truth.
Alegações finais. Prova feita de metal que as piranhas não comeram. Cobra de ar, piranha enchendo corda. Algemas. Pesada como divisória no tanque. Item longo e fino que o culpado levou do ginásio. Onde o ginásio da corda foi amarrada. Do assassinato que foi colocado nos pulsos da vítima. Nossa, ela estrangulou ele, que horror. Foi pega da piscina. O que foi usado para transportar o corpo na tirolesa? Não! Apertar o freio foi mais difícil que se esperava. Pra onde o corpo foi levado? Deixa eu pensar mais. Foi pego da piscina. Ah, a câmera. Tampa do tanque. Feito de metal que as piranhas não comeram. Algemas. Onde no ginásio a corda foi amarrada. Por a janela. Pesado para transportar o corpo.
This is the truth of the case.
Acabei com uma vida.
The victim's body was found this morning during Himiko's underwater escape act.
CLT Strong.
When we saw the piranhas in the tank, we thought that Himiko's escape failed. Of course, it was all part of the act. Himiko's escape went perfectly. But when Angie opened the curtain in front of the tank, we saw Ryoma with piranhas swarming around him. Before any of us could react, the piranhas devoured Ryoma's body. And all that was left were his bones and the handcuffs he was wearing. That horrifying sight was the finishing touch on the culprit's own twisted magic trick.
Tenho tremendo.
The culprit obfuscated the time and place of the murder, implicating Himiko in the process. In truth, the crime began last night, around 8:55 p.m. While preparing for the show in the gym, the culprit had a chance to be alone. It was then that the culprit used the ladder to reach the piranha tank. and removed the glass lid to put inside the tank. They used it as a partition to force the piranhas to one side of the tank. Next, the culprit took the rope from the stage wing in the gym. And used the ladder once more, this time to climb up to the gym's window. Once there, they opened the window and tied one end of the
As
rope
luvas
to
de
the
Gwen
window
da
frame.
Kirumi. Todo o corpo está censurado, mas as
The
luvas da
rope was then
Kirumi.
thrown out the window toward the pool. These preparations were key for the culprit's elaborate plan. At nighttime, past midnight, the culprit asked Ryoma to meet at his lab. All the pieces were in place. The culprit was ready to murder. First, the culprit knocked Ryoma out, probably striking him from behind. Then, they put the handcuffs from the shower room on Ryoma's wrists. And shoved his head into the sink filled with water. From the water and the pain of drowning, Ryoma should have woken up and struggled. The culprit anticipated his resistance, which is why Ryoma was handcuffed. The struggle left scrapes on the cuffs and sink, but in the end, Ryoma succumbed.
It didn't even matter.
Ryoma was dead, but the culprit's plan had only just begun. They removed the cable from the tennis net and hung it from the window facing the pool. And then, at the pool, they connected the wire and the rope from the gym window. They returned to the lab after picking up one last thing.
Boia. Que boia grande.
The rubber inner tube that was in the pool's tool shed. Once back in the lab, the culprit pulled the cable, bringing up the rope. They pulled until the rope was taut, then tied it to the lab's window frame. And thus, the gym and the lab windows were connected by a single rope. After making a hanger of sorts with another length of rope tied to the inner tube, they hung the inner tube on the rope connecting the windows. That's how the culprit created the ropeway that was used to move the body. An impressive premeditated murder, but the culprit made two crucial mistakes. The culprit got on the inner tube with Ryoma's body and slid toward the gym. With the height difference between the windows, they would have built up quite some speed. To avoid crashing through the window, the culprit used a brake. They used their own hand to grip the rope and slow down.
Isso ainda deve ter machucado.
That would have caused significant rope burn had the culprit not been wearing gloves. But due to the friction, part of a glove tore off and dropped in the pool.
Significa que a mão dela ainda tá vermelha.
Regardless, the culprit reached the window and put Ryoma's body into the piranha tank. The glass pane not only kept the piranhas and the body separated, it also kept the piranhas so close together, they concealed the body. After that, all the culprit had to do was untie the rope and the inner tube. But that's when they made their second mistake. One end of the rope came loose, and the inner tube dropped into the pool. Thus, the culprit was forced to leave two key pieces of evidence: the fabric and the inner tube. They couldn't retrieve the evidence because of the rule against swimming at nighttime. And that's the whole story. Am I wrong, Kirumi Tojo? The ultimate maid?
Kirumi.
Kirumi, that's the conclusion I reached. Do you have any objections?
This is very, very unfortunate, Shuichi.
Ela continua negando.
My pride as a maid demands that I fulfill every request that I
Quem
receive.
pediu pra você matar ele?
But to end like this.
Does that mean you admit it?
Kirumi.
Não dá pra confiar
Why
em
use
ninguém.
your own gloves, though? The warehouse should have had plenty.
There weren't any. Obviously, she would have used them if they were available. Jeez, Monokuma provided everything but the gloves. That's pretty sadistic. But thanks to him, at least the game became way more interesting.
So, it's decided.
This case was decided the moment someone, who shall not be named, opened their big mouth.
But we don't know that. Maybe the real culprit is someone nobody
Angie.
expects.
That is right. No need to worry.
Oh, Monodem, you're like a mommy taking care of her sick child.
All right, let's go! The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless finally face off! It's voting time! Now then, it seems the voting has finished. Let's see the result.
Ela mesmo de uma tela. Ih, votou em mim, filha da puta. Que arrombada a pessoa que votou em mim.
Chosen as the blackened. Will you make the right choice?
Or the dreadfully wrong one. Moedas, moedas, muitas moedas. entre um A. Nossa senhora.
Oh my!
Vou aproveitar que acabou o julgamento. Antes da Kirumi ser morta. Eu vou pegar alguma coisa pra comer de fato. Não quero ver a Kirumi morrer de estômago vazio.
intervalo para anúncios a seguir. Intervalo para anúncios a seguir.